Hello everyone. With this video lesson, we are going to discuss about switch statement. In previous lesson, we discussed about if statement, which is kind of a selective control structure. Switches also comes under selective control structure. So let's see what is the syntax of the switch statement. You can see here, switch statement will first take a value, and then there are several set of cases. It will check whatever the value is equals to the value in cases, right? Until it find a matching value, it will be moves, and when it find the matching value, the specific the relevant statement of that case block will be executed. If it is not find a matching value, then it will be come to the default statement, right? ඒ කියන්නේ switch එකේදී වෙන්නේ මෙතන මෙයා value එකක් ගන්නවා. එතකොට ඒ value එක මේ case එකේ තියෙන value එකට සමානද කියලා check කරනවා. එතකොට ඒ සමාන case එක හම්බුනාට පස්සේ ඒකේ තියෙන statement එක execute වෙනවා. එහෙම මේ value එකට සමාන case value එකක් හොයාගන්න තිබ්බේ නැත්නම් default statement එක execute වෙනවා, right? That's what happens there. Other than that, you can see the break statement. If you don't have the break statement, it will be execute all the cases until it find a break statement. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ value එකේ මේ පළවෙනියෙන් break එක තිබුණ නැත්නම් එහෙනම් යා මේකත් execute කරලා ඊළඟ එකටත් යනවා. හරි? ඒ කියන්නේ break එකෙන් තමයි ඒ code block එක එතනින් ඉවර කරන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ execution එක නවත්තන්නේ break එකේ. Right? So you have to add the break statement for each and every case. Then let's see some examples. So here I have 3 questions actually. I have displayed here. Let's move on to the first one. Write down a small code segment to print the day name with the given number. Right? That means when a number is given, that means a day number is given, you have to print the day name. In most of the programming languages, it takes whatever the day as a number, right? Say Wednesday, Thursday, those days are taking as a number. So in this question, I'm asking you to print the day name with a given day number. Okay, let's see how to do this. So here I have a class named as test switch. What I'm going to do is creating an integer type variable as day number, and I will assign a value at the first, right? Okay, and then I'm going to add the switch statement. And for the switch, I'm going to get the day number. I'm going to pass the day number, and then I will add the case statement. If the day number is 0, then the value should be Sunday. And you have to remember that you have to add the break statement, right? So what happens here? If the day number is 0 equals to 0, then it will be printed as Sunday. So same as like this, you have to add the rest of the case. There are 7 days per week, so you should have 7 cases, plus you can add the default cases. Okay, you can see here the whole set of cases, and I have at the default case also. If no any matching values found there in the case statement, then it will be execute the default statement, right? So let's try to execute this one. Okay, you can see here the answer is given as Wednesday because our initial value is 3 and it will find a value which is equals to 3. Then it will come to this case and execute the whatever the statement they are in the case, right? So that means it will be printed the value as Wednesday. Okay, so that's how the case is working. විදිහට තමයි case එක වැඩ කරන්නේ. මෙතනින් එන value එක මෙතන තියෙන cases වලට match කරනවා. matching value එකක් ආවට පස්සේ ඒකේ තියෙන case එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන ටික execute කරනවා. හරි, ඔහොම තමයි switch එක වැඩ කරන්නේ. Let's move on to the second question. Okay, let's see. In the second question, what I am asking is you to, now when the operator is given, when the operator symbol is given, you have to perform the addition or the subtraction or whatever the arithmetic operations on given two numbers, right? Numbers දෙකක් දීලා තියෙනවා නම් ඒ numbers දෙකට දැන් operator එක එන්නේ plus mark එක නම් එහෙනම් ඔයාලා අර numbers දෙක add කරලා answer එක print කරන්න, right? That's what this question is asking. So let's try to do this with switch. Okay, I will remove this one, and now other than that I am going to create number 1 equal, let's say 10, and I'm going to add another value as number 2, let's say 15. Okay, also I need another variable to store the value of operator, right? So operator I have taken as a char value because it is kind of a one single character and it is kind of a Unicode. So because of that I am going to take the operator as a char value, right? And then I will pass that operator into the switch statement. Right? Okay, now there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cases. I need only 5 cases, so that I'm going to remove these 2 cases. I will keep the default as it is, as invalid operator. Now I'm going to do this a little bit different way. Right? I will get another variable as answer, and initially it is 0. What I'm going to do is, now if the case value is plus, අපි හිතමු plus කියලා. plus නම් මොකද වෙන්න ඕනේ? The answer value should be equal to number 1 plus number 2. Right? Answer value should be equal to number 1 plus number 2 if the operator is given there is plus. And then I will add another case as minus. Okay, and for the multiplication, and for the division, and finally for the modulus operator. Okay. Okay, let's try to print the value. Let's try to execute this one. It's because I have inserted system.out printer inside the. Okay, hope you got the idea. Now you have the answer as 150 because I have used the multiplication here. So because of that, 10 will be multiplied by 15 and the answer will be 150. Let's try to change the value here to plus mark and check what will be the answer. 25. Now it will be add 10 into 15 and give the summation of that two numbers, right? So that's how we can use the char type of variables inside the switch. Okay. Okay, let's see what is the last question. Print the feature list for given printer type. Now when the printer type is given, you have to print the feature list. That's what the main purpose of this question. Let's try to do that one. Now I'm going to change this a little bit. Now we have the print type, which is actually a string type. Okay. Now it is a string type value, and I will take this one. Here. Now I don't need much cases. There are only 3 cases, and I will remove these 2 cases. Now I have 3 cases plus default case, and I will cut this one. I will add it here as we did in the first question, right? Now here you have to change the value to whatever the printer type. Dot matrix, and if it is inkjet, and the last one is laser, right? You can check here. If the dot matrix printers, then it should be printed as economical and obstacle. Okay, I will copy this one and paste it here and here. If it is inkjet, it should be decent quality prints, and if it is laser, it is best quality prints. Okay, let's see what will happen. You can see, since the printer type is dot matrix, it will be print the features as economical and obsolete, right? So if I change the printer type to laser, then whatever the feature list in laser will be printed. Best quality prints, right? So this is how you can add the string type in switch. So we discussed how to add integer type, char type, and string type in a switch statement. That's what actually I want to explain you. Other than that, when we are talking about this switch statement, you have to learn about what are the difference between switch and if statement, right? Uh, Switch statement, usually you can see here, it checks only one value, but in if statement, you can consider multiple values rather than a one value. Right? Switch එකේදී මෙතන සාමාන්‍යයෙන් එක value එකක් තමයි අපි consider කරන්නේ අපේ comparison එකට එහෙම නැත්නම් condition එක check කරන්න. නමුත් if එකේදී ඔයගොල්ලන්ට එක value එකකට වඩා consider කරන්න පුළුවන් compare කරද්දි check කරද්දි ඒ boolean expressions එක එක ඒවා. ඒ වගේම here in switch statement it will check the equality. That means whatever the value here, it will be passed here, and this value will be equals to this value. Then only it will be execute whatever the case statement, right? It will check the equality. හැම වෙලේම මෙයයි මේ value එකයි මේකයි සමානද කියලා විතරයි බලන්නේ. එහෙම නැතුව it will not consider any other boolean expression such as greater than, less than, greater than or equal, less than or equal. Those kind of boolean expressions will not be considered in switch statement. But there are some programming languages which consider those kind of boolean expressions also, but not in Java. Java වල සාමාන්‍යයෙන් එහෙම consider කරන්නේ නැහැ. එතකොට if එකේදී ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඕන නම් you can consider the other boolean expressions as well, right? So those are the difference between switch and if. Okay, so that's what actually I want to discuss. I will meet you with next video tutorials. Until that, have a good day. Thank you.